everyone, I'm back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I react to the Feeling the Heat Transcendent Dokkan campaign special video. So, this is the replacement for the Tanabata campaign. The third biggest celebration in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. So, without further ado, I am excited to see what sort of characters we could be getting during this celebration, as well as the content and such. So, with all that being said, first of all, if you do enjoy the channel, consider subscribing if you have not done so already, and if you enjoyed the video, consider liking as well. As who I think the reveal character is going to be, I think it could be Orange Piccolo. I think there is a merit to say Golden Frieza. The golden medal hint could point quite a few different ways, for freaking sure. But whatever it is, I'm sure it will be exciting to fill up the third biggest celebration of the calendar year. And I definitely appreciate the schedule reshuffling as well. Cannot just get over that. The sync was absolutely incredible to this. For sure. The sync allowing us to have not only the anniversary at the same time, but worldwide being pushed up the Global Dokkan campaign, which is just in the dead of summer, so I really appreciate that. And of course, the Tanabata campaign being replanted as the Transcendent Dokkan campaign, a summer-esque campaign in September-ish is weird, cause it ain't really summer no more, but still, it is going to be exciting regardless, chat. We will have a live stream. So, what is going on here? Well, we're going to show off some events, Extreme Z Awakening characters, and they're going to just wrap up. Okay. That is going to be very, very, very nice to see. So, I do expect quite a little bit of running the mouth. But, of course, there's going to be some very, very good information from this. And honestly, the Global Dokkan campaign, you know, the last celebration, was very good. I very much enjoyed the GDC. It was absolutely amazing. Despite the amount of power creep that was actually present, it was insane how hard these events are getting. But the characters, the content, the Extreme Z Awakenings, which are all pretty amazing, chat. Oh, expect the celebration to definitely do the same. Feeling the Heat, Transcendent Dokkan campaign starting on August 28th. Over to you, Omatsu. Feeling the Heat login bonus. Okay. One Dragon Stone can be obtained every day. Doesn't sound like too much, but alright. Okay, let them cook. You'll get Dragon Stone Celebration Summon tickets and more. You can also recruit Elder Kai and get Link Skill Orbs to this event. Be sure to log in every day and have fun. Okie dokie. Purunga campaign! Collect Purunga Dragon Balls during the event period and have 3 wishes granted. I bet. Let's go. Dragon Ball campaign's always a W. Always a W to have, for sure. So we got the login bonus, the Purunga campaign. Okay. We used to hold it during the Black Friday campaign or the Thank You campaign. But this year is a revamped version. I would expect that. In last year's campaign, a maximum of 9 wishes can be granted during the event period. 15 wishes can be granted because you can summon Purunga 5 times. Ooh, that's pretty good. Having 15 wishes granted is incredible. True. That sounds very good. That does sound very good, chat. You should have collected all the Dragon Balls and have your wish granted. Okay. Dub. For sure. That's awesome. Next, we'd like to introduce a new event. Here it is. Red Zone Pure Saiyans Edition. Ultimate Red Zone Pure Saiyans Edition will become available. These stages will be added sequentially. And you can attain up to 50 Dragon Stones and new support memory as mission reward. Be sure to attempt the event and gain it. Although, what? Pure Saiyans Edition. I don't know what that would be pointing to. Now I'm not so sure that it's Orange Piccolo, actually. I am sure that it's not even Superhero. I might be sure that it might be Golden Frieza would make sense. Ultimate Red Zone Pure Saiyans Edition, huh? Yeah? Interesting, because Red Zone is usually reserved for villains, no? So having... That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's introduce the stages of the other events. Stage 5 will be added to Seriously Serious. That's to be expected. Stage 9 will be added to Intensifying Fights. Okay, I'll always love to see that event get updated. New missions will be added along with the stages, so be sure to attempt these stages and aim to obtain Dragon Stones. Lastly, upcoming new mission. Clear the event with a Super Int, a Super STR, and a Super Physical type character on your team, so it'll be added to the Festival of Battles event. So, with that being said though, there is also the new event Union Master that came out today as well to clear the event with characters of a certain category. Now the part that everyone has been waiting for, the new character, right? That's most definitely what we've all been waiting for sure. Latest information on the new character. I bet it's finally time to share the information on the new characters appearing in the Feeling the Heat Transcendent Dokkan campaign. Much for viewers' joy. Also, Geppy, I think the viewers can't wait any longer, so you please introduce them. Understood, we've prepared a video, so please take a look at that first. Here you go. I think that whatever this is will be good. But ain't no way! Ain't no what? Golden Frieza plus Gogeta. What? Attack switch? Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to really get infusions in here, huh? Right, okay. What in the freaking world? Golden Frieza and Gogeta. Dokkan What? Dokkan, what are we doing here? What? A tag between Golden Frieza and Gogeta. I don't think anyone could have guessed that. I think we could have definitely seen Golden Frieza coming because of the gold medal. For sure. Golden Frieza, for sure. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. What do you all think for Feeling the Heat Dokkan Campaign Part 1? We have Stir Battle Instincts, Golden Frieza, and Gogeta from the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly. Here are the character illustrations from SSR to LR. Yeah, hopefully we do get some sort of, I mean a Broly unit, another Broly unit would be nice, of course. Cool color scheme perfectly matches the moon of the two characters. Okay, this is very weird. Very weird. I don't think anyone particularly expected this. No, I do not think so. I definitely do not think so. I definitely think this will come as a shock to most people. For sure. Golden Frieza plus Gogeta is interesting. It's interesting. Really getting used out of the tag mechanic though, huh? Because this is another tag, which makes sense to use the tag ability so much, but for a really just not even that canon tag, right? Because, like, well, what do you mean they tag in and out? No, not really. Okay, rock throw, okay. Decent little animation set right there, okay. Oh, okay, well, I mean, of course, it's Gogeta, so they couldn't just not include Gogeta from the Broly movie here, right? I feel like that does make sense. For the third biggest campaign, it makes sense to bring Gogeta. It does feel like a little bit of a shoe-in, though, but it does make sense to include Gogeta. Movie bosses, movie heroes, transformation, but it should give the warriors human full power, wicked bloodline, Dragon Ball Z, terrified Kaku, Goku. That's a lot, okay? Movie bosses or movie heroes. Key 3 HP 200, attack defense 170 plus initial HP attack defense 50% for transformation boost to gift to warriors and inhuman movie bosses and movie heroes. Interesting. Psychokinesis greatly raises attack, causes colossal damage, or lowers attack defense. Greatly raises attack for one turn, causes mega-colossal damage to enemy. Greatly raises attack defense, raises allies' attack by 50% for one turn. Yo, that is interesting. Movie heroes and movie bosses. Okay. Movie heroes and movie bosses as the leader skill is very interesting. It is very interesting that we're finally getting something like that to mix Extreme and Super like that. That's insane. Attack defense 250. Receives the initial key 2 for key speed obtained. Damage reduction rate 70% for 5 turns for the character's entry turns. Guards. Great chance of guarding for the 6th turn. For more Extreme class allies on the team, when there's another movie heroes and movie bosses on the same turn. Launch additional super. For every attack received, attack 150%. Chance of performing a critical hit 10% within the turn. When the guard is activated, defense 20% up to 100. When 3 or more superclass allies are on the team, starting from the 3rd turn to the character's entry turn, or starting from the 5th turn for start battle, change key spirits, AGL, and SCR detect. Let me train physical key spirits Rainbow, meets up with Gogeta, and can perform reversible exchange. We can do it from turn 3, from start of entry turn, or starting from the 5th turn for start of battle. Pretty good to have 2 conditions, although 5th turn for the start of battle is quite long. It is quite long. Having just 70% damage reduction, attack defense 250, guard, and then a stackable defense seems pretty good. it does seem very, 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 very good to have as an effect for sure. It is very good, and of course, Gogeta's in the background just absolutely looking because, of course, we have to run through all the fusions in the 10th year. We ran through Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then now we're going with the Dragon Ball Super Broly Gogeta as a new character. They're running through all 5 iterations of Gogeta and Vegito, making sense because it is the 10th year for sure. Battle animation for base Gogeta and Golden Frieza. Try to keep up. Meteor attack. Bam! Having base Gogeta and Golden Frieza animations, though, definitely for sure nice. Doing base Gogeta stuff, I don't mind. I really do not mind having a base Gogeta card for sure. That's definitely not something I am mad about in the slightest. Oh, nice 18 key. I really like that. Okay. Well, I think this is a W campaign for just a Feeling the Heat campaign, just having golden characters for sure. And then, of course, Gogeta has an active skill to transform into Super Saiyan, so I mean that's not necessarily something people are going to be too mad about, that Super Saiyan is locked behind an active skill. Really not something that's going to make a lot of people too angry for sure. Gogeta plus Golden Frieza Super Attack, Meteor Attack, Great Laser Attack and Defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage. Ultra Super Attack, Gallic Gun, Massive Laser Attack and Defense for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal, raises all allies' defense by 50% for 1 turn. Pretty freaking good. The artwork looks really good, by the way. I really like the Gogeta Golden Frieza artwork. It looks really good. Of course, my GOAT Frieza again, another card. Let's go. Good form versus exchange Golden Frieza. Key 6, attack defense 250. Receives an initial key 1, but key speed obtained. Attacks effective against all types. High chance to dodge. With the key speed obtained, fully recovers HP when 3 or more superclass allies are on the team. Or another movie heroes, movie bosses, ally attacking the same turn. Damage reduction rate plus 40%. When attacking with 20 or more key, attacking defense 200, great chance for a critical hit. When activating the active skill, when attacking with 24 key, attack 150% performs a critical hit. Put every key speed obtained, chance to dodge plus 5%, attack 10%, and all allies defense 10% self-exclude when attacking. For every 5 key speed obtained, launches an initial super attack. That's really good, I feel like, for sure, because you only have a base chance of dodge of 50%, but with every key spear, so if you get 4 key spears, that's what, a 70% chance to dodge? Yeah, that's 70% chance to dodge. And if you get 10 key spears, that's a guaranteed chance to dodge. Because dodge is additive. Dodge is actually additive, so it's not like it adds. It just straight adds. Like if you have 50% chance to dodge plus 10 plus 20, that will add up to 80 just straight up. It will straight up. We found this out with Ultra Instinct Goku, the blue one. So that is what is going on with that as well. Seems pretty good. Both sides seem pretty good. The base side seems pretty good, which matters a lot because you're going to see the base side a lot in fights, especially the more recent ones. For sure, you're going to see that happen quite a bit. Quite a freaking bit. For sure. Now, whether it leans into having this, then going ahead into the superhero film, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but regardless, this seems pretty good to have. Oh my days, those impact frames. Oh, is it just is it power up active skill? Okay. This is an interesting reveal though. This is interesting. I don't think I would have ever expected this to happen for Sword Chat. Now we know why. I mean, we have a Union Master event, you know, with category missions to bring fused fighters in the first and second stage because we are having a fusion. We are having a fusion, but we are also having Extreme Z Awakenings as well for Movie Hero. Oh, we could have, we could still have, we could definitely still have a lot of Movie Heroes, movie bosses. That's interesting. I like that. Golden Freeze applied. Key 24, defense 400, and attack attraction. Yo! Hey, yo! Attack attraction. Hold on. That's pretty good. Can be activated one of 4 or more extreme class allies on the team. That is a pretty heavy restriction, but attack attraction. Hang on. Oh, Kamehameha. Plays an attack by 540 temporarily causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Defense 540 and changes all key spirits attack for 1 turn. Can be activated when there are 3 or more superclass allies on the team. Yeah, having it seems like a specific team format. A specific team format. It wants to use a specific team formation. I don't necessarily think that will be liked that much for sure. So you want to use right 3 movie heroes and then 3 movie bosses is what it seems like. That's what it seems like you want to build this with, which is like, ooh, why though? Can't you just let us have freedom with this? I don't know, but they are very good. They are both very, very, very good. Gogeta and Golden Frieza are very good. I think Golden Frieza just looks better. Oh my gosh, attraction? Like, come on, chat. That's gonna be so valuable. It's gonna be so valuable to draw on attacks in these fights. For sure. It is going to be valuable to have attack attraction. It is. It genuinely is. I feel like that's gonna be the more valuable active skill in these fights just because of how hard these bosses are hitting. Attack attraction is really good. It is really good. It is really good. Thank you for the information. Up next, we have information on Extreme Z Awakenings. Let's go. You introduce the characters. I feel like we could see Physical Gohan. I feel like I want to see Physical Gohan Extreme Z Awakening. I really want at least one Hybrid Saiyan movie heroes. Golden Frieza. That makes sense. Emperor's newfound power, Golden Frieza. In this case, we'll also introduce their abilities after awakening. Here they are. Okay, so it is just going to be, they're just showing off one Extreme Z Awakening. Okay, I really thought they were going to do multiple, but that's fine. Resurrected Warriors are planetary destruction key 4 and HP attack defense 170. Regulates attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy, and lowers attack and defense. Regulates attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy. Guards defense 100 for 3 turns. Chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 90%. Chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction 10% for every 2 turns passed, no more than 60%. Key 6 attack defense 200, when HP is 50% more, attack defense 200, also the additional super, where super attack perform key 1 up to 3 defense, 30% up to 150 for every attack received, key 1 up to 3, attack 30 up to 150, starting for the 3rd turn for start battle, attack 300 and performs a critical hit when HP is 50% or less, starting for the 5th turn start battle, attack defense 100 when attacking as a attacking the 3rd, attacking the 3rd, starting for the 7th turn for start battle, attacking defense 100 when attacking as the 3rd attacker in the turn, so it's gonna have him be increasingly a floater as a job for sure. So of course this guy looks absolutely amazing. Easy A for sure. I mean, damage reduction rate 90%, damage reduction rate 80%, damage reduction rate 70%, and even damage reduction rate 60% is going to be useful in these fights for sure. Absolutely. Guard defense 100 for 3 yeah, okay, like that's pretty good. That's going to be pretty good. And of course, entrance animation has no conditions, so that's also very, 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 very good to see on this character for sure. Absolutely amazing. Golden Frieza, easy. Yay! I think I have him. I think I have that guy. I'm fairly positive I have Golden Frieza. I just haven't... yeah, correct. I just haven't awakened him. So this means I should get Golden Frieza awakened right now because of the fact that, yo, I really would like to have that good easy ace. So that's actually a perfect time for me to go ahead and farm up his Dokkan event, huh? So I should probably go ahead and do that for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and farm up his Dokkan event. I actually don't have him Dokkan awakened. I'm gonna go ahead and farm him up. I'm gonna go ahead and farm up Golden Frieza. So let's go. Let's flip and go. Golden Frieza Easy A looks good. Golden Frieza. I mean Golden Frieza as a campaign. Never go wrong with more Frieza, right? Never can go wrong with more Golden Frieza for sure. Nope, absolutely not mad at that. 100% happy to see the GOAT for Frieza up in here, yeah. So, with that being said, though, of course, we have, you know, Gogeta being snuck into the car, but of course, okay, yeah, it is the 10th year, it is the third biggest celebration of the year, like, okay, we can include Gogeta, it's fine, although it does make for an interesting card, nevertheless, because of combining movie heroes and movie bosses at the same time, something that I think they could do with, you know, GT heroes, GT bosses, that's all I'm saying, GT heroes and GT bosses. This is a start. This is definitely a start. I do like this. I do like this a lot. Combining movie heroes and movie bosses on the same team is very, very, very good. I like that a lot. I like that. That does seem like a good leader skill effect. I like that. I really like that leader skill. And it is a good one. It is most definitely a good one for sure. Of course, we have the easy A's for the Tech, Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Vegeta. Still very valuable on that team. Of course, we have some other characters like, of course, Golden Frieza, the new Easy A character, the AGL one, of course, you know, the new Tech, Golden Frieza, Gogeta, as well as, oh, I mean AGL, Vegeta, and Goku, they're movie hero, they're a movie hero, so they definitely will be included on the squad, for sure. There's definitely quite a bit you can do with this for sure, yeah. Movie heroes, movie bosses, both getting buffs at the same time. Hey, that's a dub. That's a W. That is a W. I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that for freaking sure. No complaints whatsoever about the theme right now. I definitely did think it would either be Orange Piccolo or Golden Frieza, and of course it's Golden Frieza. That checks out. Alright, I think that makes more sense. I just wanted to go with something else, but no, Golden Frieza. That makes sense. That makes sense because the gold medal hint, right? You know, it is what it is on that front. Of course, Golden Frieza, I'm very happy to have a Frieza card, for sure, and I'm very happy to not only make this video, but see that as another Frieza. Absolute W to have another Frieza. Absolute W to have another Frieza show up as well. Although Dragon Ball Legends was the one that really pushed the Frieza agenda, huh? And Dokkan really just piggybacked off that by introducing another Frieza. But all in all, still massive W. Massive, massive, massive W. Absolute cinema right here. Definitely worthy of the summer campaign. Not necessarily Frieza, because although Frieza is definitely exciting for sure, definitely Gogeta secures that as being exciting, right? Because it's Gogeta, it's just Gogeta Prince excitement, right? I feel like that is fair enough to say as a statement. Gogeta just Prince excitement for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Whether we like to admit it or not, he does just Prince excitement. And having base Gogeta and Golden Frieza, definitely an interesting combination, but I feel like it's going to be a good one. I feel like I'm going to like this a lot, especially 70% damage reduction. You love to see, especially in this new meta. Can't go wrong with 70% DR plus stats. That's going to be super, super, super useful. And definitely will make them one of the top units in the game off of the defense alone. Having them as a slot 1 as a leader and a friend are going to be pretty good for the team formation already, so you don't really have to worry about your slot 1s, especially since there's probably not too many slot 1s on movie heroes right now. I'd even say Tech Goku and Vegeta are even a slot 1, just because of how hard the new content hits. It literally is what it is, I'm not gonna lie. They aren't necessarily a slot 1 because, yeah, no, content be crazy, but with that being said, yeah, I think I'm just genuinely satisfied with how this Transcendent Dokkan campaign, the Tenabata replacement campaign, has started. For sure. For sure. So now, what they're going to do is a challenge, right? So, this is interesting they do this because they have done basically everything, right? They have done the Extreme Z Awakening information, the event information, Red Zone Pure Saiyans, and then they have also done the information on new characters. So it's like we have all the information. You're not gonna give us any more information after this, so doing this right now is interesting instead of before all the information was announced to really capitalize on things for sure. Because I know it's like, alright, we're basically done here, and we are done here. So, with that being said, yeah, let's go. We got just this happening as well. Bro was actually kind of tweaking on the water balloon fishing. That is crazy, chat. That's crazy, crazy, crazy work, chat. Crazy work, chat. Crazy work. Next up is Geppy's challenge. So, oh, they're all gonna take turns doing it. Yeah, okay. We might be here for a little while. So, with that being said, I mean, it's all good stuff. I have nothing more to really say on it. I mean, I think it's all very fantastic. For sure, we do be doing ore farming challenges though. That is definitely apparent. It's definitely apparent, but I do like that we have, you know, of course, our sync streams and all that kind of stuff. That's very, very, very good. Let me look up Movie Heroes, Movie Bosses while we wait. Movie Heroes, Movie Bosses. Oh, we got the new we got the green Gohan EZA as well. Okay, we got that. We do have that. We do have that. We of course have Tag Broly. That's gonna be a good option there. Of course, Blue Vegeta and Goku. You can maybe coat for Super Saiyan Gogeta. Stuff like Cell Max wouldn't be good here, right? Nah. Well. Yeah. Zack, Goku, and Vegeta would be good. Of course, AGL Golden Frieza with the EZA is gonna be good. Of course. And then you can just go from there. For sure. It's quite a bit, but I feel like we want some more additions to this category as well, besides the things we've seen already. Bro said, I'll show off the concentration I honed in Dokkan battle. Only requires a little bit of concentration, I'm not gonna lie. Because 90% of it is... I feel like I lock in more for DBL, because you actually have to, like, watch what you're doing, especially during the World Championship event. Oh my gosh, you best believe I was tilted. You best believe I was tilted, chat. Just because I was trying to get the win. Just because I was trying to go for the win. Not because I was mad at anyone in specific. Well, most of the time. But it was mostly because I was trying to get that W. I was trying to catch that W. I went 12-6 though, which is pretty good. Pretty good stat line. I won't complain about that. That's a pretty good record. We take that. We absolutely take that, right? I'm not too disappointed in that, for sure. But freaking sure. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty nice record. That's a pretty nice record. For sure. Can't complain about that. Can't complain. So yeah, we're gonna have... Oh! Omatsu got 2! Let's go! Omatsu really got 2. I guess Omatsu wasn't capping. Okay. Never mind. I thought she was capping for sure. I thought this was cap. Never mind. I guess she wasn't capping. Never mind, Omatsu. Never mind. Oh, he's going for another one. Three? Three. Dub. Okay. It is going to be a pretty good start of campaign, though. All of that's going to be a pretty good start to a campaign. For sure. Of course, you're going to get more information as time goes on. But, you know, that is a start to the celebration. Pretty good. Pretty freaking good, chat. I think that's awesome. I definitely think that's awesome. For sure. It is a little funny to see Golden Frieza and Gogeta as a card, right? Especially Extreme Tech Gogeta is a little funny. It is a little funny to see a Golden Frieza be extreme, huh? It is a little funky. The bro just picking up more water balloons? What is this aura farming? I'm pretty sure the section has gone on for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes at this point. It's just water balloon fishing. Okay. I've been water balloon fishing forever, man. Oh my gosh. 5 balloons or whatever. Challenge success. Everyone gets up to 30 Dragon Stones. Congrats. Okay. 3 stones. and stones will be distributed in game later. Oh my goodness gracious. And then of course I have the DBL reveal to react to as well. And that's probably it for the reveals I can react to when I'm just like at home, right? Because I'm definitely gonna go back to school very soon for sure, yeah. So it's gonna be the last set of reveals I'm gonna be able to react to. Okay, this is definitely very good stuff. Very, 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 very good stuff. Love to see it. Love to freaking see it. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and... But Geppy, you still have some new information, right? Yeah, so I'd like to share some of the latest information with you. First up is this. Celebrating 10 years. Gift campaign. 100 winners worldwide each month. Okay. Question mark? That's not that insane. Like, I want y'all to realize it's not that crazy if you really think about it. Only 100 players getting this stuff every month. Yeah, that's not crazy. That's not particularly crazy. Stay tuned for more details, which will be okay. That's whatever. That's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Curious about the great awards. I'm looking forward to it too. Oh, okay. Hopefully that's not it. Still have some more information. Okay. I was about to say, y'all. I was about to say, we're having 10th anniversary year. We're having a Dokkan Battle public live broadcast in Japan. We're planning to hold Community Fest 2025 as a real event for international users in early September. Oh yeah, that. I remember that. In Japan as well, we'll be holding a public live broadcast. Oh, okay. We'll announce the latest information on new characters, event information by inviting users. Oh, okay. We're planning to hold this event regularly, and we're planning to hold it twice in 2025. Okay, that's pretty cool. If you're able to go, that's pretty chill. But I've heard, and most creators agree with this, that they'd rather be at their setup for sure. Which I mean, I get that. I get that. I get it. I get it. I do agree. I do agree, right? But being at Dokkan Battle and seeing that live, I feel like that would be amazing, right? I feel like that would be pretty awesome. I feel like that would be pretty awesome to see something like that live, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. Because the 10th anniversary reveal was live. I remember that. I remember how Frieza and Goku got the least amount of applause. That I thought was hilarious. And just the fact that we didn't necessarily need a Frieza and Goku. Really? Because we didn't... Two tournament power characters was as well like, what? Excuse me, what? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But... Hey, that's still a W. That's still a W. We are just entering the Yap zone now. We are actually entering the Yap zone now. I can say that with confidence. We are actually entering the Yap zone. Okay, we are actually entering the Yap zone for sure. For sure. For sure. Whoa! Hold on. Working hard to develop content, we can play with a new battle system. New battle system. A new battle system, huh? That's actually interesting. We actually like to see that. Hopefully I can get... Hopefully I can stay in here. Curious about what kind of content it is. Still in the development, so we're incorporating valuable opinions for users who actually played it, which are... I don't know. Who's played it? Developers, right? I assume that would be the case. We appreciate it if you could wait. Ah, what? Boo, still under development, bro. Anyways, new battle system though is pretty good. I heard that Almasu also have information. Can you please? I mean, new battle system is pretty good. We actually love that. I'm fairly positive we're all like right. Like Candy Crush is pretty as a battle system, right? I feel like so. I feel like I don't really like the battle system as it is. It's not crazy. It's not something where I'm like, ah, yes, I'm really happy with the battle system. It fundamentally feels good. No, not really. No, not really. It is like, oh, it's just Candy Crush. Okay, cool. It's hard to believe, unfortunately. They're probably gonna say unfortunately, it's the show was over. It is, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. Y'all do be yapping though. I won't lie, y'all actually do be yapping. And I actually don't mean like just talking, just a little bit of rambling. I mean like yapping. Like holy yap, chat. Like holy yap. But that being said, the campaign will start in 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Campaign will start in 2 days. Everyone's banner will make no con even better in the future. Okay. W. We look forward to continued support. I'll look for my name. I'm just chilling though. I am just chilling though. Please enjoy the real Nate campaign. Yay! Okay. The live stream is actually over. Okay, so chat, with that being said, hopefully y'all did enjoy this video, even though y'all, that was a yap session and a half at the end there for sure. We do love to see the kits. Those are actually pretty good for sure. I definitely think so. The kits are awesome. The kits are fantastic. They're amazing. Same with Golden Frieza. Fantastic, amazing. Very lovely to see during this celebration for sure. Absolutely appreciate the theme. It's awesome. It's grand. It's fantastic. Love to see it. Although they didn't even say the theme. They were just like, we're starting the celebration. No, we're not even gonna try to feign a theme. Which it will be. Yeah, it's better that they didn't even do that, right? I feel like that is the case because sometimes they say a theme, but it's just Dragon Ball. Breaking Through was like the last one. It's like, Omatsu, really? Yeah, no. Also, yeah, one thing I do have to talk about. Where's Daima? I don't know. They might actually just be saving that for next year. At this point, I really don't know what Daima is. I can't tell you what Daima is. Daima's just missing. Daima is just really just missing here. Daima is just missing. I have no idea where Daima is. It is just straight up missing. It is just straight up missing. Okay, definitely thought it would be either Orange or Golden Frieza. It's Golden Frieza. Okay, that's very cool. We love Frieza. But where's Daima? I have no idea. I just don't know. I really don't know. With that being said, I will get on out of here. Hopefully on soon. And until next time, oh my gosh, like the yap is insane. I don't want that to be underestimated. 15 minutes of yap was insane, chat. That was actually diabolical. Diabolical how much yapping there was. Holy! So, with out of the way, I'm going to say the kits are very good. Active skills, very interesting. I really like, especially, look at all these categories. That's insane. Wow, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of categories. That's a lot of teams. That's a lot of teams that they be on. Okay. Especially Golden Frieza looks really good with a taunt. Insane. You love to see it. And then, of course, we have Gogeta back here in the back. Love that. And then, of course, we have the active skills. Very good. And, of course, very good active skill over here. Okay? With that being said, though, are you ready to summon for these characters? Maybe not. Maybe GDC gotcha. Anniversary gotcha. So, I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense to be a little bit low on Dragon Stones. I personally won't be going too hard on this. For sure. I won't be going too hard on this just quite yet, for sure. So I need to see how the celebration is going to pan out, what part 2 is, before I really decide, okay, I'm going to summon on this for sure, yeah. Well, with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and until next time, bye. Again, feeling the heat summer campaign, but like it's almost September. Okay, very weird, but we take it. Bye.